Alright, what's up guys, it's Shin, and today we're going to be talking about the newly drip marketed characters for 2.4 in Honkai Star Rail. So for this, we're just going to be really giving a very basic kind of wish list for the characters that were drip marketed for their kits. Not really going to go into anything deeper than that, just because I am not someone who is in a position to make those types of decisions or smart enough to even come up with anything fair and balanced, I guess, if you will. So we're just going to be talking about some surface level, what I would like to see of the character, and just kind of go from there. All right, so we're going to start off with the character that I assume is going to be in the first half of 2.4, which is going to be Yun Li. She is a 5-star fire physical destruction character. I still think she's fire, even though it shows physical. She just gives off fire with all the fire on her art and on her name. It just breathes fire but says physical. It's really confusing even to this day, but I would like to see from her. But for destruction, it's really hard to kind of guess what they're going to do, just because destruction is the gimmick path, in my opinion. Like, it has the most varied play styles. So with that, I think I would like to see, as much as I don't want to, I would like to see a variation of a counterattack playstyle. So like, it's follow-up attack focused, but it's kind of similar to Clara, but different. But the concept of she needs to get hit, or she puts kind of like March 7th, where she puts like a shield or maybe even a field for the entire party to enable follow-up attacks for her. I don't know the fine details. I don't know how they would implement that to make it better, because she's a limited 5-star, so they're going to make her better if it's similar to Clara, which is unfortunate because I really love Clara. Space Ilya, go burr. But I mean, that's how I would like to see her from this shadow art that they have of her. She has a big old sword, and I would love to see this, not little, but like this small girl, little lady, swinging around a big old sword. It's anime as hell, and I would love to see that. Super cool. And then I would, for her ultimate, I would probably put that field where it counterattacks for the entire party, just kind of like Clara. And maybe she has a taunt, kind of like Fire Trailblazer, Preservation Trailblazer, I mean. So I think that would be really cool for her as well, because it's like a different take on how to be like the bruiser like Clara. So I think that would be a really good way to differentiate it, is that she has a taunt built into her kit. But I also can see them not doing that, because that is too close to the standard banner character. Although it's really just like, oh, it's a physical DPS, you know, you could use one or the other. So I don't see it being too much of an issue, but I can see why they try to avoid that if possible. But that's kind of what I would like to see out of the character. I think that would be the most fun and interesting way to handle her design. Next up, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Zhao Shu. He is a fire nihility 5-star character, which I predict will be in the second half of 2.4. Just kind of how they released the drip marketing for these two characters is how I predict it, based on the trend of them doing it before. In his little bio that they give out on like Twitter and everything, he mentions being a healer or a pharmacist of some kind. So I would love to see him being a healer in some way. Kind of, probably, if I had to compare it, it would probably just be a 5-star Gallagher, where his ultimate implants a debuff that heals the allies or something. But it would be, since he's a 5-star, it would be based on like stacks that last the duration that go down at the start of his turn, yada yada yada. His best case scenario, his skill would be something similar to like Black Swan or like Pella. I would love for him to be like a 5-star Pella. So his skill, either removing a debuff or being like a defense down. If they really wanted to, I would love to see it being a situation where it stacks to an extent, kind of like Avengerine's shield. I think that would be really cool and really OP, because I really want him to be a healer of some kind, because then you can just run him, Nihility, and then you get to run that 5-star Harmony character and Bronya, Sparkle, Ruan Mei, and then you could run like Sustain Welt if you want on top of that, just to be a little more safe while still allowing you to apply debuffs consistently. So that is like where I would like to see him go. I will take just about anything because I am a Nihility main. I love Nihility, so I will take any little bit of Nihility I can get. I do plan on trying to go for E0S1 for him. So that is like, regardless, I think I will try and go for him, but depending on his end kit, I might end up waiting for him, but I might just get him right away because he's Nihility and I want to be able to test him with Acheron and, like, you know, maybe, you know, other Nihility teams like Dot and whatnot. So I'm just really excited to see more Nihility characters. So I'm just happy he's here regardless. Obviously, the only buff they could give him is make him a Fox Girl waifu, but I will take what I can get. Again, Yai and HSR better be Nihility. I would love to see it because then I could run Raiden and Yai together, just like I do in Impact 3rd. So that would be awesome, but that's cope for another video. And last but not least, we have March 7th, Harmony Hunt character. I don't know if she's going to be in 2.3 or 2.4. I'm kind of confused on the wording they said for the event to get her. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to tell myself it's 2.4. So if she does come out in 2.3, I'm super excited. I do want to try her out just because I liked Preservation March. I used her when I got Clara, but this was before Link, so I do like March 7th regardless. For her playstyle, it's going to be really weird for me to kind of do this just because I'm not the biggest fan of Hunt, unless it's specifically Topaz or Zila. Those are like my favorite Hunt characters in the game. Probably the only Hunt characters I care for, to be honest, now including March 7th. So I think for her, I could see her doing, based on the trend of what they've been doing for 2.0, like 2.x, I could see them making her a scaling with break effect, so kind of like a pseudo 4-star boot hill without the implant, because that's 100% a 5-star gimmick in my opinion. There's no way they're going to give out a free implanter. If they do, it's good that it's a 4-star because they're not going to have the scaling as a 5-star, obviously, so I could potentially see it. I don't personally want it, but it'd be really cool to buff, to give everyone like a good DPS for the new end game mode that's coming out. But I could see her doing that, like a break effect DPS, or she does like some sort of follow-up, kind of like what she did with her Preservation form, which I think would be really cute for them to do that, to kind of keep the trend of like implementing a pseudo follow-up attack playstyle, because then she synergizes with the follow-up attack team, especially with Jade coming out. Based on leaks, is a follow-up focused character, so I would love to see that as well. Speaking of which, I'm going to be trying to come up with a video for Jade build guides potentially, so if you'd like to see that, like, comment, and subscribe for more HSR content. If you have any suggestions on what you would like to see, I do stream on Twitch as well. Link will be down in the description. Hope you all have the best with your polls, win your 50/50s, and have a good one. Peace.
Relax. Grace and elegance. Existence is unity.
It's on me.
Ill tidings manifest. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Stand still. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
destiny is apparent. There's more to life. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.